Greetings, Goreans. This is Tersavella broadcasting from the Learning Pavilion in the city of Ko-ro-ba. We are talking about perfect gore, where animations are free and everyone dances just like Shakira. And Uber calls upon the administrator of Tancred's Landing, and Master Bryant's hand says, I remember a time not too long ago when they tried to make a perfect gore. A group was formed and Sims were joined. I think you remember this as you addressed the group, if I am not mistaken. And Uber says, yes, I did. For a while the group did well, then just okay. I think it was a matter of leadership or lack thereof. But it didn't work for a while. He says now, gore is too big and not enough people in one place, in my opinion. Uber says, I recall speaking to the group and have no clue what I said. He laughs. He says, it was a few years ago and I've slept through many a movie since. And the admin says, Mr. Bryant says, think I recall that Ubar was optimistically pessimistic. And he grins. And the Ubar says, yes, administrator, I think I was optimistically pessimistic too. Ubar calls upon Master Archo's Nimitz. Master Archo says, I've been within the lifestyle for more than 14 years, and I've seen many attempts to create the perfect Gorean place online. It always breaks down in time, even among true Goreans. We have very healthy egos, so inevitably comes to odds on what is right. It is the very nature of what we are that will have us disagree enough that we won't be unanimous. That said, it is the continual striving for perfection that is the perfect life, not the attainment of it. And he says he is done. Uber nods at his words and calls upon Lady Ash. And Lady Ash says, I always see Gore as a man. So if that man was in the second life, then yes, second life would be a perfect Gore to me. Perhaps perfection is in the eye of the beholder. And Ubar calls upon the slave, Bailey Sosa. Bailey says, thank you, Ubar. A perfect Gore is the sim you live in to me. If the people there get along, get to know each other, outside of Gore, meaning in real life, then that is perfect to me, because we have interacted with each other. People coming into that sim might not see it as perfect, but the people who are there do. We have become a family, so to speak, so each sim is perfect in its own way. It's the people who make up the sim who are perfect as I look around me. And Ubar calls upon Lady Arte. She says, Goreans were fiercely independent, but even at that there were alliances. No one can like everyone, but everyone likes someone. Goreans are proud people, but very soft-hearted in many ways, and we have felt that here in the city. Ubar calls upon the slave, Dasha says, thank you, Ubar. The slave feels that perfect gore is, to her, is when men act like men and women know how to follow. Healthy egos, etc. She says, done. Ubar says all good answers, which brings us to the nexus of what is gore and what is not gore, should we care to explore them deeply. The first was brought up by Dewdrop. The thought was put forth that perfection is impossible because not all of life's events were given in the book. Therefore, the striving to merge the books with what is not in the books can, in itself, be a seeking of perfection. Was the gist of the thought, Dewdrop? And Dewdrop says, very close, Master. I meant that in trying to fill those spaces as we present themselves, people will always disagree. And I'm going to play a little bit of music here, let the scroll catch up. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Gorean's Portal Radio, where we are simply Gorean and simply the best. Greetings, Goreans. This is Tersavella broadcasting from the Learning Pavilion in the city of Ko-ro-ba. And Ubar says, two which can bring us to the nexus of what is Gore and what is not, should we care to explore them deeply. And Ubar says, to me, perfection lies within. The person of Gore or not Gore determines who they are, where they will be, when they will be there, and how the future will play out for them. It is a matter of understanding self that creates the potential of perfection, though it is not often, if ever, reached, as we all grow as we live. Much like the circle of the sword, we find what is perfect for us. Rather, is be perfect for someone else is another matter. To me, the books are the perfection of Gore. They cannot be expanded. Things cannot be deleted or added. John Norman wrote the books. John Norman decided what is and what is not Gore. He did not put purple cows and green eggs and hams in his book, but he did put characters such as honor and respect and trustworthiness there. Tersa has about a little bit more than 15 minutes left here at the Learning Pavilion in the city of Ko-ro-ba, and then it is on to the 4th anniversary celebration at the Soaring Hurlet. From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the 4-year Jubilee, a ladies' mud wrestling competition. That's going to involve the buying of a lot of new dresses. But yes, it is a ladies' mud wrestling competition at the Soaring Hurlet. Will be broadcasted live by Dominique Reina. If you would like to join them at the Soaring Hurlet, just give Dommy an IM. And she will teleport you in to the Soaring Hurlet. And I heard Master MD Convar in the Gorean's Purple Chat group advertising it. He said that he says, bring the most favorite lady you would like to have her keep her mouth shut for a few months. We can enter her. Ladies, you may pull hair and use foul language, but no nudity. And that is guaranteed to open pores. So, please do join them there at the Soaring Hurlet. And here end the discussion at the city